Welcome dear students. In last lecture we learned how to find out the roots of quadratic equation by formula method. In that formula method we find out, first of all we find out the values of b square minus 4ac, and afterwards we use the formula. From that we get the two roots of quadratic equation. Now our today's topic is nature of roots of quadratic equation. That means without solving the quadratic equation we have to decide what will be the nature of roots of the quadratic equation. That nature of a root of quadratic equation is help us to solve the question forwards. Now see here, all of you know that the nature of the roots, there are two roots for the quadratic equation, and what will be the nature? That depend upon the value of b square minus 4ac. All of you know that ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is a standard form of quadratic equation, and if we have to find out the roots, we use the formula x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. In that, first of all we have to find out the value of b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac. Now this value of b square minus 4ac is known as a discriminant, and that discriminant is denoted by this symbol that is known as a Greek letter delta. This is delta. Value of b square minus 4ac means the value of delta. Now depending upon the value of delta, that means b square minus 4ac, we can find out the nature of the root of quadratic equation. Now there are three possibilities, dear student, for the values of delta. That means delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Value of delta means value of this b square minus 4ac. There are three possibilities of the values of a delta. That means the value of delta may be a 0. Second possibility is value of delta is greater than 0. And the third possibility is value of delta is less than 0. That means minus value. Now see, this is the first possibilities. If the second possibilities, that is value of delta is equal to b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that means we get positive value for b square minus 4ac. And the third condition is that value of this delta, that means value of b square minus 4ac is less than 0, that means negative value. Now depending upon this, how the roots are there, that we have to see. All of you know that in a formula method we see x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now first condition we have to apply, delta is equal to b square minus 4 is equal to 0. That means value of delta is 0. In this case, suppose this minus b as it is plus minus value of this b square minus 4ac is a 0, therefore we write here 0 and here it is 2a. That means minus b, this plus minus 0 get cancelled, it is 2a. Now here dear student, we get the value of roots is minus b upon 2a. From that we can say that if delta is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. That means we get one root, that is x is equal to minus b upon 2a when delta is equal to 0. Second condition is that b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Now this greater than 0, suppose we use the formula x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. In this case, we get the value of b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Greater than 0, that means we can write here b plus minus some value will be there and upon 2a. But that value we get the two answers, and therefore we get here x is equal to minus b upon 2a, and here it is plus minus plus under root, and second minus b plus under root the value of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That means here b square minus 4ac, that means value of delta is greater than 0, then the roots are, see here we can say that roots are real and unequal. I think all of you understood this. If delta is equal to 0, we get roots are real and equal, that means one root. Here if delta is greater than 0, then there is a value and therefore roots are real and unequal. Then the third condition is given. In that third condition, we can say that x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now here students, b minus b and value of b square minus 4ac is less than 0. It is less than 0, that means plus minus under root minus value will be there, and therefore it is 2a, and it is from this we can say that these roots are not real. Therefore x we can say that if the delta is less than 0, then the roots are not real. Therefore from observing the values of delta, that means the values of b square minus 4ac, we can find out the nature of the roots. This nature of the roots is depend upon the value of delta. Delta is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. Delta is greater than 0, then roots are real and unequal. And the third condition, delta is less than 0, then it is roots are not real. Dear students, we can summarize like this. If this roots, nature of the roots, nature of roots depend upon the values of delta. If delta is equal to 0, delta is greater than 0, and delta is less than 0. Now if it is, then real and equal. Here real and unequal, and here it is not real. Got it? Therefore while solving the sum based upon the formula method, first of all we have to find out the values of b square minus 4ac, as we have already studied in a first previous lecture. Then find out the value of b square minus 4ac. If we get an idea, if the delta is equal to 0, roots are real and equal. Are not is greater than 0, then it is real and unequal, and delta is less than 0, then the roots are not real. Dear students, on page number 44, one activity is given, filling the blanks. Values of discriminant are given, and in this part we have to write the nature of the roots. First value is given 50, second is a minus 30, and the third one is a 0. Now value of discriminant, that is value of delta, or the value of b square minus 4ac is given, it is 50. Now all of you know that the value of delta is 50. That means it is greater than 0. And when the value of delta is greater than 0, then the roots are real and unequal. Therefore we have to write here real and unequal. Then second, value of delta is minus 30. Minus 30, that means delta is less than 0. And when the delta is less than 0, then the roots are not real. Therefore we have to write here not real. And third one is value of discriminant, that is delta is equal to 0. And when delta is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. This is one activity which is given on page number 44. You have to write it in your notebook. Now we have to start with one another property is there, and that is, till now we learn how to find out the roots of quadratic equation. There are two methods we learn. First method is a factorization method, and second method is a formula method. From that, if quadratic equation is given, then we find out the roots of that quadratic equation. But now, if roots are given, then we have to form a quadratic equation. That means, all of you know that, suppose roots are given. First one is alpha and second one is beta. That means x is equal to alpha, and x, we say that x is equal to alpha or x is equal to beta. That means when roots are given, then from that root how to frame a quadratic equation. All of you know that these alpha and beta are the two roots. Therefore we write here the values of variable x may be alpha or it may be a beta. From that we can write here x, this minus alpha is equal to 0, or we can say that x minus beta is equal to 0. Out of this, see, x minus alpha is equal to 0 or x minus beta is equal to 0. Therefore we can write here x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. X minus alpha is equal to 0 or x minus beta is equal to 0. From that we can write x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. Now if we solve this, we make the multiplication, then we got here x into x minus beta minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to 0. After solving this, we get here x square minus beta x minus alpha x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. We make the product of this or multiply this, x into x square, x into beta minus beta x minus alpha into x minus alpha into minus beta, it is alpha plus alpha beta. Now dear student, we get here x square is equal to, we can write here minus this beta plus alpha into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Therefore we can write here x square, this is the roots, and this root means the addition or the sum of the roots. Therefore we can write here x minus sum of roots into x plus this is the product of roots is equal to 0. That means by using this formula we can easily find out the quadratic equation if the roots are given. alpha and beta are the roots, then we can write variable x square minus sum of the roots, that is alpha plus beta, or we can write alpha beta plus alpha x plus product of the roots, that is alpha into beta is equal to 0. Therefore this part you have to write it in your notebook and remember this. See here what is given, alpha and beta are the roots, then we can write x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. This is the formula to find out the quadratic equation when the roots are given, and if alpha and beta are the roots, then x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now dear student, based upon this we have to complete the practice set 2.5. Before that, one topic is there, that is the relation between roots of quadratic equation and its coefficient. Relation between roots of the quadratic equation and coefficient, which is given on page number 46. That part is omitted this year because of COVID-19. Then see the page number 49. Let's remember this. On that the first property is omitted and remaining second, third and fourth, that property you have to write in your notebook. These properties second, third and fourth, you have to write it in your notebook. And now we have to start with practice set 2.5, question number first. Now see, filling the gaps and complete. First activity based question is there. Some fill-ups are given and we have to write it. See, quadratic equation is given. First one is ax square plus bx plus c, and here value of b square minus 4ac is given, it is 5, and another value of b square minus 4ac is minus 5, and we have to write the nature of the roots. Dear student, as we saw previously, b square nature of the root, it depends upon the value of delta. Here value of delta is 5. 5 means it is greater than 0, and greater than 0, therefore it is real and unequal. Therefore we can write here real and unequal. Second, value of b square minus 4ac is minus 5. Minus 5 means it is less than 0, and less than 0 means it is not real. I think everyone got this. Then the second one is there, sum of root. Sum of roots, it is given minus 7. Then here product of roots. Product of roots is equal to 5, and here we have to write the quadratic equation. That means we have to use the second property here, x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Sum of the roots are given, it is minus 7. Then product of the roots are given and we have to frame the equation. We can use any variable, we can use x, y. Generally we write here x square minus, in bracket, don't forget to write it in a bracket, sum of the roots. We have to alpha plus beta, that means sum of the root is minus 7. Then we have to write the variable x plus, here we have to write the product of the roots, it is 5 equal to 0. Now dear student, here x square, this minus minus will become plus 7x plus 5 is equal to 0. Got it? Now the third sum is omitted from this. Now we have to start with the second sum. See the second question. Find the value of discriminant. Three quadratic equations are given and we have to find out the value of discriminant. That means we have to find out the value of delta. Means we have to find out the value of b square minus 4ac. Now first of all we have to compare this with standard form. Therefore we have to write here by comparing with standard form. All of you know that it is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now by comparing we get here a is equal to 1, b is equal to 7 and c is equal to minus 1. It is in a standard form, therefore we directly write it in a therefore delta, we have to find out the value of delta, that is b square minus 4ac. Now b square, b is 7, therefore 7 in bracket square. Remember you have to write it in a bracket. 7 square minus 4 into value of a is 1 into what is the value of c is minus 1. Now square of 7, it is 49 minus 4 into 1 4 and this 4 into minus 1, that is minus 4. Now it is 49 plus 4, it is 53. We just have to find out the value of delta, it is 53. Now see the second. 2y square minus 5y plus 10 equal to 0. It is in a standard form. Therefore first of all we have to write by comparing with standard form. It is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Instead of this you can write ay square plus by plus c. It is also okay because y variable is used. Now a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to 10. Now dear student, delta is equal to b square minus 4ac, b minus 5. Make the habit of writing these numbers in a bracket. Then 4 into 2 into it is 10. Now square of minus 5, it is 25 minus 4 to the 8 and this is 80. Now 25 minus 80, it is minus 55. Therefore delta is equal to minus 55. See the third one. Root 2x square plus 4x plus 2 root 2 equal to 0. Therefore by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Therefore we can write a is equal to root 2, b is equal to 4 and c is equal to 2 root 2. Now delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. What is the value of b? It is 4 square minus 4 into root 2 into 2 root 2. Square of 4 is 16 minus this 4 into this 2 into this root 2 and root 2, it is 2. Then 16 minus 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, it is 16 minus 16, it is 0. Therefore delta is equal to 0. In the first sum we get the value of delta is greater than 0. In this case it is less than 0 and it is 0. If we have to find out the nature, then we can say that delta is 53, that means is greater than 0. Greater than 0, therefore real and unequal. Less than 0 means not real and equal to 0 means real and equal. Write down all this sum in your notebook. we have to start with third question. See the question number third. Determine the nature of roots of the following quadratic equation. Dear student, there are three quadratic equations are given. Out of that three, one I will show you how to solve, and the remaining two you have to try to solve that. I think you will solve it. Now see, 2y square minus 7y plus 2 equal to 0. For determine the roots of a nature of the root of quadratic equation, we have to find out the value of delta, and just now we find out how to solve the value of delta. This given equation is in a standard form, therefore directly we can write by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Value of a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 7. Remember, you have to consider the sign also. And c is equal to 2. Therefore, delta is equal to b square minus 4ac is equal to b square, that is the square of b, that is square of minus 7. Remember, sign minus 7. 4 into 2 into value of this c is 2. Therefore, it is square of minus 7, it is 49 minus 4 to the 8 and 8 to the 16. Now we have to subtract this, then it is 3. Delta is equal to 33. Now dear student, as delta is 33, that means delta is greater than 0. Therefore we have to write here as delta is greater than 0. Roots are real and unequal. Now all of you understood this. Now first sum and the third one you have to try and solve this. Now see the question number fourth one is given. In that fourth sub questions are there. See the question. Form the quadratic equation from the roots given below. That means roots are given and we have to form the roots, we have to form the equation. Now see, the first is given 0 and 4. That means we can write here alpha is equal to 0 and beta is equal to 4. That means two roots are given and we have to find out the quadratic equation. For that purpose, dear student, we require alpha plus beta and we require alpha into beta. Therefore, first of all, we have to write here alpha plus beta is equal to 0 plus 4 is equal to 4 and alpha into beta is equal to 0 into 4 is equal to 0. Now we have to write required equation. That is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Therefore, x square minus alpha plus beta is 4 into x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, x square minus 4x plus 0, we can't write here, and it is 0. Therefore, this is the required equation whose roots are 0 and 4. Now, in that third and fourth one is there. I will show you the third one and the fourth one. See the third sum. that is roots are 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2. Now here let alpha is equal to 1 upon 2 and beta is equal to minus 1 upon 2. Alpha plus beta is equal to 1 upon 2 plus minus 1 upon 2. Plus 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2, it is 0. And alpha into beta is equal to 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2, it is minus 1 upon 4. 1 into minus 1 and this 2 into 2, it is 4. Now we have to write the required quadratic equation. It is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Therefore x square minus, what is the value of alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta, it is 0 into x plus product alpha into beta is minus 1 upon 4 equal to 0. Therefore it is x square, 0 into x, it is 0, minus 1 upon 4 equal to 0. This is required quadratic equation. Remember the 0 into x, it is 0 and product is minus 1 upon 4, therefore we write here minus 1 upon 4. From that, see the fourth one is there. It is 2 minus root 5 and 2 plus root 5. Now let alpha is equal to 2 minus root 5 and beta is equal to 2 plus root 5. We have to do the first addition. Alpha plus beta is equal to 2 minus root 5 plus 2 plus root 5. Now see this 2 and this 2. It is 2 plus 2 minus root 5 plus root 5. Therefore it is 4 and this is 0. Therefore alpha plus beta is equal to 4. Now we have to find out alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is equal to 2 minus root 5 into 2 plus root 5. Now all of you know that actually we have to use the formula a plus b, a minus b, or if we do the multiplication, what will be the answer? See, 2 into 2 plus root 5, we have to multiply this 2 with whole bracket and this minus root 5 with this 2 plus root 5. Now do the multiplication, it is 4 plus 2 root 5, here it is minus 2 root 5 and here it is minus root 5 into root 5, it is 5. Therefore this 4 plus 2 root 5 minus 2 root 5 get cancelled, it is minus 5 and here it is minus 1. Therefore alpha into beta is equal to minus 1. Dear student, we can use the formula here a square minus b square. It is a plus b and here it is a minus b. Here a plus b and here it is a minus b. That means we have to make the square of this minus square of this. It will be a minus 1. Now we have to find out the equation. Therefore now required quadratic equation. It is x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Therefore x square minus alpha plus beta is 4 into this x plus alpha into beta is minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore it is x square minus 4x and this minus 1 is equal to 0. This is our required quadratic equation whose roots are 2 minus root 5 and 2 plus root 5. Let's start with the question number 7. Question number 5th and 6th is omitted for this year from practice set 2.5. Now we have to start with question number 7. It is important. See the question. The roots of each of the following quadratic equations are real and equal. Find the value of k. See, I will read again. The roots of each of the following quadratic equations are real and equal. Find the value of k. In this, two equations are given and each equation have the root real and equal, and we have to find out the value of this k. That means we have to find out the coefficient of this y. Now for that purpose, what we have to do? First of all, see, condition is given that the roots are real and equal. By using this condition, we have to find out this k. We know that if the roots are real and equal, then delta must be a 0. By using this, we have to find out the value of k. Therefore, first of all, we have to find out the delta in form of a k. But that delta is equal to 0. And by solving that, we will get the value of k. Therefore, by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What we get here? A is equal to 3, b is equal to k, and c is equal to 12. Let's find out the delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Here b is k minus 4 into a is 3 and c is 12. Now here k square minus here 4 3s are 12 and 12 12s are 144. Therefore we get here k square minus 12 square. This is the value of delta. I think everyone understood this. K square minus, it is 144 is the square of 12. Therefore I write in the form of square, that is make k square minus 12 square. This is the value of delta. As we know that roots are real and unequal, delta must be 0. Therefore, we have to write here k square minus 12 square is equal to 0. Now, this k square minus 12 square is equal to 0. Therefore, we can write here k plus 12 in first bracket and k minus 12 in a second bracket. As we know the formula a square minus b square. Now dear student, we can write here k plus 12 equal to 0 or k minus 12 equal to 0. Therefore we get here k is equal to minus 12 or k is equal to 12. Therefore our final answer is k is equal to plus or minus 12. That means we get the value of k as a plus or minus 12. Here condition is given, roots are real and unequal. This condition is given. From that we can write here delta must be a 0 and this delta in a form of k is equal to 0. Then we have to use here a square minus b square formula, and by simplifying we get the value of k. It is plus or minus 12. I think you understand this. Now we have to solve the second equation, which is second equation, kx into x minus 2 plus 6 equal to 0. Same condition is for this equation also. it is kx into x minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. Dear student, roots are real and equal. That means delta is 0. Same condition we have to use here. For that purpose we have to compare this with standard form. But given equation is not in a standard form. Therefore first of all we have to write it in a standard form. For that purpose what we have to do? We have to do here multiplication. It is kx square minus 2kx plus 6 is equal to 0. Yes student, we have to multiply this bracket with this kx, therefore k into x square minus 2 into kx plus 6 is equal to 0. Now we have to compare this. Therefore by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we get here, be careful while writing the values of a, b and c. Here a is equal to k, b is equal to minus 2k. Remember this. X is a variable and coefficient of x is minus 2k. Therefore it is minus 2k and c is equal to 6. Now we have to find out delta. Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Now what is the value of b? It is minus 2k. Therefore in bracket we have to write minus 2k bracket square minus 4 into this a is equal to k and c is equal to 6. Now here we get that is 4k square minus in bracket 24k. What is this? K. 4 into 6 it is 24 and this k. Therefore we get here 4k square minus 24k. This is the value of delta. Got it? This is the value of delta. We can write it as, we can take 4 as a common, or we can leave as it is 4k minus 20k. This is the value of delta. As we know, as roots are real and equal. Real and equal, delta must be 0. That means value of delta is 0. Therefore first of all we have to assume that 4k square minus 24k is equal to 0. Now we have to solve this. Therefore we can take out 4k as a common. Then we write here k minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we know that 4k is equal to 0 or k minus 6 is equal to 0. Now k is equal to 0 upon 4. All of you got that? Multiplication of two number is 0, therefore this 4k is equal to 0, or we can write k minus 6 is equal to 0. Now k is equal to this, goes on that side, it is 0, then k is equal to minus 6, it is plus 6. Therefore we got here k is equal to 0 or k is equal to 6. Now we got here two values. First value is k is equal to 0 and k is equal to 6. Now suppose we substitute k is equal to 0. Then k is equal to 0 means a is equal to 0. And we know that in a standard form, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. While writing this standard form, we have written one condition that a must not be a 0. Therefore, if we take k is equal to 0, then this will not remain as a quadratic equation. Therefore, we did not have to take the value of k is equal to 0. Therefore, here k is not equal to 0. Therefore, we have to write k is equal to 6. All of you understand why k is not equal to 0? Because if we put k is equal to 0, then this equation will not remain as a quadratic equation, and therefore this k is not equal to 0. Therefore, the value of k is equal to 6. I think everyone understood this topic. Try to solve all the sums in your notebook, and the questions or the sum related to this topic are present in a problem set. That questions you have to solve in your notebook. Thank you.